Welcome, people, to the unknown world of freedom of speech. It's your boy Larry Belafonte, aka Price. I'm back, y'all. Shit, goddamn, I'm here. Man, I'm sorry for the delays and all that, but we back. Freedom of speech. Make some noise. Just a deal. Yeah. Yes. Shit. I know y'all mad at me. I'm sure y'all hate a nigga. I gotta do better. I do, but I'm human, and I'm also busy as shit. Simple as that. I don't be wanting to give a little 10, 20-minute podcast. I could, though. So if y'all cool with that versus me not doing shit, y'all leave some comments below if that's fair, because I'm cool with popping in. I think that's what I will do, actually. Even if it's a 10-minute episode, 20-minute episode, 15, as long as I'm showing up, that should be all that matters, right, y'all? Cool. So, yeah, but I've been freaking busy like crazy, working on a lot of different things, a lot of different endeavors, and it's been taking up lots of time. Fourth quarter is here, so the music side is pretty tense. Getting ready for tour, baby showers, it's all type of shit going on in a nigga life. Damn it. It's that simple. So it's like I'm trying to get it cracking out here the best way I know how. You feel me? But I'm here, and so I'm giving y'all a Friday episode because I ain't gave y'all no other damn episodes. It's just bunk for this week at least. But I'm here and I'm excited. We got some cool little topics to hit on, most certainly. But just before we get on anything, I really want to just talk about first thing first, just time. You know what I mean? Because time is very key. Time is very valuable, and time is the one thing that we really can't get back. You can never get that back. You can't. It's just not happening. And so, time is very, 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 very much a necessity to be utilized and exhausted at the best of your potential and the best capacity you can possibly do it at. And that's what I've been trying to do, but I have to, figure out a proper way to manage just juggling, because you can't be out here just taking on too much more than what you can handle. That's when the balls and shit start falling at you juggling, and you look up and you're like, oh shit. Everything's on the floor, everything's all scattered around, you looking all crazy. You know what I mean? And so that is something I've been very much working on. And so going into 2018, I'm really like aligning the priorities for myself and really aligning like, okay, music, the restaurant, podcast, cannabis life, obviously being a dad, a husband, all those things are first in the game. But just really prioritizing what is vital and what's not. Because you gotta know, like, you really can do whatever the fuck you put your brain to. And people always say that, but like when you really commit, it's just incredible, like some of the things that happen and can be revealed to your life. It's wild. Like I committed my whole 2017 almost to doing e-commerce, Shopify, obviously outside of the music and the restaurant. But, I really committed to that. I had a great end of the year, fourth quarter of 2016. And so it gave me that fuel and that inspiration to go into 2017 just tripping. You feel me? Tripping. And so I did just that. And I made anywhere up to 90 grand in a month just doing Shopify. You know what I mean? Just doing crazy numbers. And, it showed and taught me a lot. Because obviously, on the sidebar, Shopify is incredible. E-commerce, all that stuff is remarkable. But obviously, it was taking away from, music to an extent. You know what I mean? Music and the different things that I really, truly have a wholehearted passion in. you know, and granted it was making me incredible money. You have to know when to be real with yourself and know when you're taking on a lot and know when you have to like align what's true to yourself, to your soul, and also make money, you know. And so that was the place that I was in, and I am in still, you know what I mean? With just knowing what's what and who's who, period, and where's where, and when's when, and why's why, and I don't know any more W's, but you feel me? Knowing all that good shit. And so, but what it really truly taught me was because I didn't know anything about that world, that business at all. Don't know anything about it. Like, you feel me? I don't come from the internet marketing, online marketing world. I just had an incredible friend who is going to be on this podcast as well, who is a multimillionaire from the business. He changed my life, you know, and exposed me to a phenomenal way of living and a phenomenal stream of income. And I dove in it, and when diving into it really made me, like, it was exciting because I was getting, you know, obviously hip to just a whole new world and just a whole new everything. And it was a phenomenal feeling on top of like conquering it and excelling in it. That was an even better feeling. And so, you know, what that taught me and showed me, though, is that it taught me and showed me that I really can truly do anything I put my brain to. Like, I was dope at basketball growing up, dope at dancing, dope at skating, dope at biking when I tried it, dope at rollerblading when I, like, literally anything I've tried and really was like, yo, I'm about to get sick at this shit, I got dope. You know what I mean? Because I just really know how to put my everything into, like, doing something when I want to. And making that like 90K a month in a world where I haven't even put 10,000 hours in was crazy to see. So imagine what would happen if I put all that same energy times 1,000,000 into the things that I'm already phenomenal at, you know? And that's what that taught me. I had to be real with myself. As much incredible money as I was making, you know, at times you have to know how to align it. So I'm still doing it, obviously, in ways, but it's you have to know how to set all those things up in your life and set your priorities up in your life to where things aren't stressful and it's not this panic. It's not this weight on your back constantly of needing to do this and that and being pulled from all different angles. Like, that shit ain't fun at all. And that's from experience. And so it was sick, and it is sick to be finally fully aligned on the path, because I know the things that are coming down this road. You know what I mean? I know the things that I'm about to be just facing, and it's a great feeling. And I just encourage all of y'all to be on the same page and really lock in with what you are incredible at and what you just enjoy doing, what you just love to do. You know what I mean? Because that is when you are exhausting and abusing time at the best ability you can. Is when you're doing things that you love to do, doing things you enjoy doing, on top of making money, on top of pushing your life forward. It's like, oh shit. You know what I mean? You hitting everything on the checklist, and that can be your reality. It don't gotta not be your reality. You know what I mean? You just gotta make it your reality. Period. And make those sacrifices and grind it out. As simple as that, you know? And so I said that to say, I'm figuring out, because this podcast is a priority. Period. It's my voice. So I'm definitely prioritizing a way to keep this in the forefront and constantly be loading the people up in these freedom of speech listeners with just these gems and these free gems, because you guys need it, and we need it. I need it. We all need it. Even when I'm saying it, sometimes I'm expressing it. I learn even when I'm talking, honestly, because I hear myself and I'm like, damn, that's true. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to hear things a few times to get it, even if it comes from yourself. And so that's just some free gems on that as far as time is concerned. But to really hit on the title, subject matter and shit at hand, to get to that, free motherfucking Meek Mill. Period. We're really witnessing front center 4K TV, Time Warner motherfucking cable, live, broadcasted of some bullshit. Period. Like, it's so crazy to see authority being used and abused so fucking ruthlessly in our face. It's so crazy. Like, 2 years for probation violation is just unreal. And this is happening every day. Luckily, and this isn't even a luckily thing, sadly, if anything, sadly, Meek is huge. And so there's no hiding that. There's no hiding these wrongful convictions. There's no hiding it. 2 years for a probation violation. He's a rapper. Let that nigga move around. He has to move around to make bread. It's that simple. What the fuck is he supposed to do? Why even set certain restrictions and shit like that is going against what he does for a living? It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? But listen, what makes this shit worse and crazier is to see all these multiple people getting away with, murder, of course, but just so many other crimes. You got these fuckers raping people and getting 3 months, convicted for sure of rape, 100% convictions of rape, different things, 2 years? That shit is just ridiculous. It's crazy and it's scary to see and know the things that they're capable of doing. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I've always been on my people about being in that system. Because my dad's a prime example. My dad went to jail when I was 5 years old. He went to jail lots of times before that, but as far as what I can remember, the shit that counted for me. The nigga went to jail when I was 5 years old. Then from that, he was in there till I was about 12 or 12, or I don't even know. Got out, went back, was in there till I was about 18. Got out, went back. Was out for a little bit and just went back again. And sadly is looking at 30 years. At 50 plus years old. You know what I mean? It's a straight rat race system. The moment that that you are locked in that system, and the moment that your name becomes a number once, yeah, man, that's all is to be put back in that position. It's damn near designed for you to be put back in that position. People don't understand or overstand how the prison system is truly designed. It's legal slavery, and that's a fact. People are in there working, doing work out that people are getting paid top dollar out here to do. They're getting crumbs for. You know what I mean? They're the whole staff of everyone in the fucking prison that are prisoners, they work. They're in there cleaning, mopping, sweeping, doing all type of fucking free labor or cheap ass labor. You know what I mean? And on top of doing shit, you know what I mean? Some prisons have actual jobs where the prisoners are actually in there doing real jobs. They're just getting crumbs for it. And That's a real thing. And so they want to make an example out of Meek Mill. Simple as that. They don't want to make an example out of these fucking cops that are killing people for nothing. Killing people without guns. They don't want to make examples out of these fucking creeps raping people and raping kids and doing all these crazy things because they got a badge or because their skin's a certain way. They don't want to do that. But let you be a rapper. Let you be a rapper from the streets. Let you have a record. But trying to change. Meek Mill is probably one of the most motherfucking like big homie trying to influence the youth, especially the youth that come from the streets that are in the rap game. He always is trying to like lead them dudes onto the right wave. Constantly. You know what I mean? And it's just sad to see, you know, granted, don't get it fucked up. Granted, once you are in those positions, you obviously need to be moving a whole lot smoother and swifter. That's a fucking fact. So I'm not taking that away from the fact that Meek, you should be also knowing to be moving a certain way. You know what I mean? Period. I wouldn't even go no fucking where. You got too many M's, I'll just sit the fuck at the crib. Like, fuck it. I'll give it a year chilling, making beats and making music. Just dropping all of it. You don't have to perform shit. Just drop. You know what I mean? That would have been my logic because I can't fuck with jail. I went to jail one time, 12 hours in Atlanta, Georgia for a speck of weed. And that shit was the worst. Psychologically fucked me up. I was arrested by 2 black people. Went to jail. The whole fucking jail was full of black people. There were only 2 white guys that I seen with my fucking eyes in the whole jail. All of the officers were black. Everyone in the fucking building was black. And it fucked me up. It really, truly did. And ever since, I was like, yeah, this isn't for me. On top of the fact, like I said, people are in there working for free. You're eating shit, trash food. They're not taking care of you. You can have all the cuts and scabs all over your face and body. They don't give a shit unless you're dying. Like, that's all a reality. But there's so many other ways and methods that you could have, you know, went about this. Like, we were on this tour called School's Not Prison Tour, which was about basically, you know, in the states in the government, fucking dickhead government, investing more money into schools and not prisons. Because so much money goes into building more prisons, it's not funny. Just so they could continue to keep locking people up, getting free labor and population controlling and doing what they've been doing since the beginning of time. That's it. That's all they want to do. But that's why we got to wise up. It's like if you know that, if we know that. I'm not finna go to jail and keep going to jail because I watched my dad do it. I watched my homies do it. One of my best friends went to jail 16 years old. He got life at 16. You know what I mean? Multiple homies I know got life. That's my real everyday niggas I was looking at every day. That's a reality and I'm not for it. And so it's up to us to move. If you see the spikes in the road, if you see the landmine, if you see the potholes, it's our jobs to swerve around them bitches. It's our jobs to move around them. Not put ourselves in those, keep putting ourselves in those fucked up positions and going back to our throw up thinking that you bigger than the law. Because this shit ain't designed for us. In no way, shape, or form is this law, is this government system, is anything about this country designed for us to flourish. At all. Not like not saying that people can't get some money out here, do your thing and win, but as far as full-fledged flourishing, meaning at all points in the counts of your life, you're flourishing and able to flourish. You have the potential to flourish at any point of your life. That's not a reality for us because in the courts, we do not flourish. If it's us versus whoever, the wrong whoever on the other side, we lose. No matter what the fuck we got to say. No matter what that person did to us. Period. So it's not designed for you. It's not designed for us. And to know, so once you do know that, once you really grasp on that, you got to move smarter. You got to then know how to navigate around that fucker. I'm not talking to Meek, but damn it, Meek too. You my nigga, but damn, come on, my nigga. Straight up, because it's sad and it's sickening to see this shit because all that happens is, one, You get young cats discouraged. You get young motherfuckers glorifying it too. It goes in two different ways, but all of it's weak regardless. And then on top of that, you got this ill ass dude that's trying to do better for himself and his city and his community that is being treated like a fucking animal and like he's still out here doing wild shit. Granted, I don't know what the nigga do behind closed doors. I don't know what karma he's reaping. But at the end of the day, based on what I do see, based on my own personal experiences with him, the dude's spirit is pure. Granted, motherfuckers make mistakes. And we from the streets. You got to get it how you live. But it's just a fucked up thing. And it's a fucked up system. Like, for instance, weed. Prime example is weed, marijuana, and how so many motherfuckers are still doing life sentences and X amount of years for weed cases and cannabis cases and all those different things. And now they're legalizing it everywhere and making M's and B's off the shit. Like, fuck all y'all who weed and punishing, fuck y'all lives. And no, we're not going to repay you for the time we took from your lives. No, we're not going to pay your families and reimburse them. No. Oh, it's just legal now. No, fuck all that. That's how you know this system is just created, designed, and there's no purity in it. It's all about gain. It's all about revenue. It's all about control. Because whenever they want to stop a fucking law, they can stop it. Whenever they want to create one, they can create it. Whenever they want to I just had to check the damn lady at the hospital for trying to get my fucking wife flu shots while she's pregnant for the baby. If you don't get the fuck out of here and get the fuck out our face, for I body slam you in here and be all up in fucking jail, fuck is you talking about a flu shot? I advise you get it today. No, we're not getting it. Fuck you and the flu. We're not going to get the flu because we're not going to get the flu. We don't need a fucking shot for that. We're going to take care of ourselves. We're going to keep our immune systems high. We're not going to fucking take a shower and come out butt naked in front of 8 fans. We're not going to do dickhead shit. We're going to eat healthy. We're going to drink water. We're going to eat our fruits, vegetables. We'll smoke fucking great ass weed. And we're not going to get the flu. It's that simple because people weren't getting the fucking flu. Y'all are giving the flu. Y'all are giving Down syndrome. Y'all are giving autism. Y'all are giving fucking diabetes, HPV. Y'all are giving all this shit through vaccines, and y'all could suck my ass and dick and everything else. Pause. Bitch. That shit pissed me off. Forgot all about it. But that shit all goes hand in hand. The prison system, the doctors, pharmaceutical drugs, police, all this shit goes hand in hand. And none of it is for our benefit. None of it is for us to go to the next level. And that shit is sad. And it's sad to see. You can't even be a successful artist striving for doing better things. You pop a willy, you getting booked. Like, what is a willy? A worst case scenario in a willy, I mean, he gonna fucking break his own neck. Unless he run into somebody else and shit. But I mean, damn, that's at the end of the day, is that worth 2 years? When you got motherfuckers getting out of jail in a month for murders because they have a badge. Like, come on, bro. But I mean, it's just it's evident what's going on. It's evident what the fuck is we're experiencing. And my advice to Meek, my advice to any of my brothers of color or anybody that has a record or that is locked in that criminal system already, you got to move wisely. You have to move accordingly. You have to calculate your steps. Strategic steps are a necessity for you and all of us. Not just moving around because you think shit is sweet. Because these motherfuckers are 100 steps ahead. It's just that simple. So wise up. Wise up and stop thinking this shit is a game. Because it's not. And as you can see, it's not. And this is something that we all should and could learn from. My boy keep going back. And it's obviously he's not hanging out of cars doing drive-bys and shit. This nigga's clearly being picked on and being made an example of, but it's still the principle of being even able to be in that position for that to be so. That's a problem. We gotta learn our rights. Stop letting niggas just search your car and your house. Am I under arrest, officer? No? Okay, cool, I'm out. Respectfully, I'm gone. I don't have to sit here and play them games with you. Am I under arrest? That's your right. You have a right to a lawyer. You know what I mean? You have the right to not speak. These are all real deal rights. They don't gotta search your house, your car. Like, I don't give a fuck who they are. Learn these things. These are key necessities because, as you can see, not knowing the proper rights, not knowing the proper laws, not knowing the loopholes around this bullshit will have you locked in a cage. No matter how many motherfucking M's you got, if your skin is a certain color or you're playing with their money. Hence, Martha Stewart. They didn't give a fuck what her color was. You playing with dough, bitch, you going to jail too. Because that's one thing they don't play about. They don't play about their color, and they don't play about their coin. Period. And if you don't like what the motherfucker I'm saying, then I don't give a fuck what you got to say, and I don't really care about nothing that's going on in your life, because you're a bitch, you probably a racist, white supremacist, and honestly, you should not take anything personally. Yep. And that wraps up another episode of Freedom of Speech. Yeah. Man, listen. Free fucking Meek Mill, free Pops, free Matt, free Poppy, free all my real ones locked in that box, free K-Son, free Uncle Dan, free, free Clack, free all my real ones, man. It's sad, and it ain't no just free criminals. I'm not into that. Don't free the rapists, don't free the losers, don't free the killers, don't free the bums, don't free the fucking dumbasses. I'm not about that. But I'm also not about my people being enslaved in 2017 still. You did. Also, I really do hope y'all can forgive me and my tardiness this week. Literally, y'all gotta understand, I'm a 26-year-old multi-business owner. I'm not a multi-millionaire yet, so I am working my ass off to get where I want to be. I am a fucking husband. I got a son with another kid on the way. There's so much shit going on in life, as well as this podcast that I love. So, bear with your boy. I'm gonna do better, I promise. Even if it's a 20-minute, 10-minute episode, 15-minute, I'm gonna make sure I'm just giving y'all content. Follow, like, share, comment, do all that dope shit you're supposed to do. And be easy.